Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Dav. I've been a software engineer for about 15 years and this channel is about Solidity, Web3, React and everything that revolves mainly around the Ethereum blockchain and decentralized application development. Today the purpose of the video is to show you how to create your own reusable React card component. We will build the card component from the ground up. For that, I assume that you already have a bit of knowledge on React, CSS, and Node Package Manager. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. So let's create our project. I'm inside a demo folder and I will create the project using create React app. And let's call the project React custom components. Now let's open your project with your favorite code editor. I am personally using Visual Code Studio. So yeah, cd into the created project folder and open it with the code editor. Let's do it. Now the project is open. Let's do a bit of cleanup because this is just a sample project and we don't need some of the files that are automatically generated. Especially in the source folder, we will only leave the index.js and app.js. That will be enough for purpose. Okay, let's check now we need to simplify this page. And also the app.js. And we also need to remove those import here. Now let's start the app and check that everything is running fine using npm start. Started without errors. Let's check. Let's go to this address. The app is running fine. Let's continue. So now let's create a header, a nav, and a main part. So we have like a typical page template and we'll create the card component inside the main part. So let's go back to the editor and let's start typing. So header, we'll give a class name of main header. Here we can have a title. Here we create our nav. And we can here write anything that we want. I will put a fake MetaMask account, for example. So our header is created. Now we'll have our main part. And this will include our card component. And here we can give it just a title inside. Let's add some styling for the nav. And that's it, guys. We have our typical page template. Now we will add some styling and then we can move on to building the card component. Now our app looks like this. So we need to add some styling. I've prepared the CSS beforehand, so I will just copy paste the CSS style inside the index.css file, and we will see the result. We will remove the default styling here and paste our own style. Here we go. So here we have some default styling to remove the margin, to set some default font family, background color to white, and box sizing to border box. Then we have the style for the main header here. It's some basic styling, just to have a basic header. Here is the style for the nav. And here we have our card component. And this is the result once we've added the styling with a nice simple header, a simple nav that for the moment is just a fake MetaMask account and our card. At the moment the card doesn't look that nice, does not fit very well. This is because we only have applied a few simple CSS properties like border box and border radius, but we can and we should customize it further depending on where we intend to use the card, and this is what we'll see now. Now let's create our card component and see how we can use it. So first let's create our components folder. So a simple nice convention to follow is to create a components folder, and then inside I usually create a UI folder and then the name of the component. Inside you add your component files. So the JS files and the CSS module file. Now let's add the boilerplate code. We can also directly import the CSS module file. And let's return just a simple div for now. So yeah, the card component is a wrapping component, so it must render all its children component. Those are passed via the props, and we create it by using the curly braces and passing props.children. So here we need to pass props.children if we want to see the content of that is passed into the card component. So here we go. And now for the class name, what we want is to have our default card style, but also enable component customization by passing more styles. And again, we achieve it using the props, and we can pass an attribute, props.className, for example, and that's what I will do here. So the curly braces, and here we need to use the backticks, and then our own card style, and we append here the style that is passed via the props, and we give an attribute name of class name. And that's it, guys. Now let's add our CSS style for the card component. So we will remove the card style from the index.css file, and we will put it in the card.module.css, and this is used here. This is from the module. Okay, now we can directly use the card component inside the app component by importing it. And simply replace here the div. This is our props.children that will be passed to the component. The class name, we don't need to add a card class name because this is the default card style that is applied, but we can customize it. For example, if we have a main or maybe home, this is our home card, so we can customize it by adding some class name here. Let's save it, and that's the attribute we have here. This is the same attribute we have here that we get via the props. Now let's create the home CSS style inside the index CSS file and see the resulting page. So I have created the style beforehand, and that is it. We have a nice reusable custom card component. Cards are great UI elements that can be reused and customized anywhere inside your application. And we can see here how the card style is completed by the home style. So you can reuse this component almost anywhere in your application, and this is great. If you've liked the video, press the thumbs up button and see you later.